go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Check go.
They'll run. Here's Elliott. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. 3rd and goal.
Ready.
They'll run. And he will dive into the end zone. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, New York. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Elijah Mitchell.
Number 25, Elijah Mitchell, the ball carrier.
2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now a shot downfield for Samuel, and this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was trying to hook up with Debo Samuel that time, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. This brought him out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
60 bicep, 60 bicep. 70. 70 Timberwolf. 19 tight, 19 tight. Check smash.
They'll motion over Pierce.
Ready, ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
60. Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, they'll call on Brad Robbins here to punt. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. The Giants sending out their punter. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Let's go.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. They face second down and 7. Another run here with Mitchell. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down, up past the 35.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Dell motioning over. On second down, it's Daniels. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can.
Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. So after one, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Second down and 3. They'll try the right side with Mitchell. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it over center with Mitchell. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt. And although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now Daniels. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So they'll bring up 4th down. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Niners are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. To throw here to begin the drive. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll throw with Daniels. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On the give, it's Mitchell. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 6. So Kittle comes in motion. Now the veteran, it's Nyheim Hines. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
So Kittle comes in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Giants. And they extend extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Daniels now on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He runs with it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Dell motioning over. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Third down, 3 to go. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player.
60 Bobcat. Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Isaiah Spiller. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's 3rd and 2. A tight end in motion now. Here's Elliott. First down and more inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This a 31-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. So it is halftime here in the NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Going to start this on the ground with Elliott. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they used the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Hey, smash Rocco! Go!
Again, here's Zeke. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set! Take go!
Here's Spiller. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Running is Mitchell. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually... Pretty good game.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. We'll try the left side here with Elliott. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's second and 9.
Check. Hurt. Ready.
They'll stick with Elliott. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
19 tight. Ready. 18, pioneer.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back out to kick it away. Richie James now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Gray is the motion man here. Rodgers on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. This is caught. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
That's going to be caught by Gray. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, 49ers.
From the gun, Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Rodgers going up top again. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jalen Polk, touchdown San Francisco. Two-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set. Again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Two-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
To kick off for San Francisco.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A run. It's Spiller. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short. They'll run with Spiller. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
It's a first down run with Elliott. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. A run here right side with Elliott. Right back to him on first down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
No! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his big target. That's Johnson. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Giants sending out their punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
George Kittle was the intended target that time. 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Street.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now Elliott. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A handoff, Ezekiel Elliott heading left. They tried the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes 4th down.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
At their own 31-yard line.
A first down throw from Rodgers. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Rodgers. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man, complete to Dell. Down the left sideline. They're going to have it 1st and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. A gain of 57 yards. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the Pats. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal for Aaron Rodgers. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
70 Lions! Alert! Alert! Check go!
The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed.